Hi everyone, Katrina Kramlich from Inspired Spectrums here, and in the next few videos we're really going to get into the meat and potatoes of how to play in the playroom, or teach through play. And in this video I just want to give you sort of the overview of how all of the techniques look like when they're paired together so that you have a big picture of what we're talking about here. So the first thing you do when you're playing with a child with autism is decide whether or not they want to play with you. You want to find out whether or not they're interactive or exclusive. Are they responding to you? Are they looking at you? Are they talking to you? If so, play. If not, join. So joining means that you would let them do their own activity and you would find a way to do that with them as a way to learn about them and build a relationship between the two of you. When you do get a green light and they look at you or talk to you, that's a sign that they may be ready to play. And so you want to create a game. Hopefully based off something you already know they're interested in. Perhaps it was something that they were doing alone when they were being exclusive and you can turn it into a joint activity. Or maybe it's something that you already know they're interested in. Or maybe you're fishing for an idea and you're just trying out a variety of ways to play. If your child immediately bites and takes the bait and goes into the game with you, great. If they're kind of ho-hum, keep playing. You want to give them a chance to process the whole game idea. So keep doing whatever you're doing. Perhaps do it on yourself or a puppet first. Or just play the game with yourself to give them an idea of how to play. And if they're excited about it, if they do get to a point where they're looking for more of the game, they're watching you, they're smiling, they're looking for it to continue, then you have an opportunity to work on goals. That when they're excited by the game and motivated by the game, highly motivated, that's the perfect time to then add to the game, add in a request that might be challenging to them, whether that be a social goal is what we want to work on. So it might be looking more, it might be talking, maybe one word, maybe two words, maybe a sentence, whatever it is that you're working on. You want to start from where they're already at, what they're already doing, and then add one more thing to that. We work on social goals, so that's attention span, flexibility, eye contact, one more, communication. So those are the sorts of things that we're going to work on, and once we get them solid in all those areas, then of course you guys can add in your academics or whatever else your guys are going to have in your IEP. You can work on those as well in those moments where they're highly motivated, right? So, and if they're not, if they sort of go back to being only somewhat motivated, then you want to get them back up again to being excited and only request when they're excited, because that's going to keep them really having fun, that's going to keep them trusting you, and that's going to get them working harder too, right? And if ever they drop off completely and go exclusive and they stop paying attention to you, then again, you would go and join. Okay, so that's sort of like the whole overview, and within a session, however long you guys are deciding your sessions are going to be, you may do that several million times. You may start off joining and then go into a game and then back to joining and then into a game and get them excited and then highly request and then play for half an hour and then go back to joining. And then get a game for 30 seconds and then go back to joining for 20 minutes. It goes back and take it. It's a give and take. And the important part to remember in this whole overview is each piece is just as important as the next. So joining is just as important as playing and requesting. In fact, it's even more so important because joining is where you're going to get the relationship. That's where a child is going to learn that they can trust you, that you won't push them too hard, that you're going to give them space, and it's also giving the chance a child to really regulate. So it's just as important as the playing and requesting. So you don't want to feel like you need one or the other more times. It's really about being in tune with your child and what that particular student needs at that particular time, and they will definitely show you and show you the way, and through that you're going to be able to help them learn as much as they possibly can. So that's your overview. I look forward to going into it more in depth in the next few videos.